Welcome to the City Beautiful, Orlando, Florida, home of Churchstreetstation. We're here at the Cheyenne Saloon and Opera House to bring you 30 minutes of the best in live country music. This week on Churchstreetstation, the storyteller himself, Tom T. Hall. Wait a minute, that's not Tom T. Hall. But where there's beer, we just might find...
Thank you. Yeah. So I told Muhammad Ali, I said, look, fellas, are we on? I thought, well, this is a nice place to sing this song anyway, isn't it? Here we go. Y'all help me sing. Some of my songs I have casually mentioned the fact that I like to drink beer. Now this little song, it's more to the point. Roll out the barrel and lend me your ear. I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like beer. It helps me unwind. Sometimes it makes me feel mellow. That is so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much, and that vodka puts my mouth in gear. Oh, this little refrain should help me explain. As a matter of fact, I like beer. Yeah. Thank you. My wife often frowns when we're out on the town, and I'm wearing a suit and a tie. She's sipping vermouth and she thinks I'm uncouth when I yell as the waiter goes by, hey, I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like beer. It helps me unwind. Sometimes it makes me feel mellow. Makes him feel mellow. Sounds like the Mormon Tabernacle football team, doesn't it? Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much, and that vodka puts my mouth in gear. Oh, this little refrain should help me explain. As a matter of fact, I like beer. Now last night I dreamed I passed from the scene. I went to a place so sublime. The water was clear and it tasted like beer. They turned it all into wine. Oh, I like beer. It makes me a jolly good fellow. I like beer. It helps me unwind. Sometimes it makes me feel mellow. Makes him feel mellow. You want a cigar, you know that? Yeah. Whiskey's too rough, champagne costs too much, and vodka puts my mouth in gear. Oh, this little refrain should help me explain. As a matter of fact, I like beer. Yes, we like beer. Yes, we like beer.
This is a beautiful song that I wrote. Thank you very much. This is a beautiful song that I wrote. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're beautiful. This is a song I wrote. This is a beautiful song that I wrote. Thank you. I love fat women. They're warm in the winter and shady in the summer, When you lay down beside them, you automatically roll towards them. So getting together ain't never a problem, you see. I love fat women, yeah. If you're prone to melanoma, they'll block the sun out.
Wait a minute, hold it.
There's no need to get a gun out. Well, I'm happy.
Bruce.
Don't stop me when I'm rocking.
No.
The only fast one we've ever done is stop me.
I do not feel comfortable with you coming out here doing a song called I Love Fat Women.
Oh, you don't feel comfortable?
I don't think it's right for you to come out here and do a song called I Love Fat Women.
But it's my preference. I ought to be able to...
I don't care what type of fetish you might have.
It's not a fetish. I'm not a Shriner.
No. What I'm trying to say is it's not right for you to come out here and do a song called I Love Fat Women.
But that's the way...
Fat is offensive.
No, it's
And you
not...
may be offending some of the fat broads here tonight.
They're not fat broads. Broad is the offensive word.
Fat is offensive, and you do not... First of all, you're embarrassing me.
Oh, who's going to know if you turn red? But what about me? My whole career hinges on my being able to...
You do not have to come out here and say, I love fat women.
Wow.
You could say, I love robust.
I love all the parts.
No. You can say, I love larger women.
Oh, I could be like the Frosted Lucky Charms leprechaun and say, I like 'em a mite meatier.
You could say that,
Sure,
yes.
yeah.
But you do not have to say fat. Fat is offensive.
No, fat isn't offensive. It's been in the dictionary for hundreds of years. Famous people have been fat. Orson Welles, King Henry VIII. Fat was in the dictionary. Noah Webster put it in there hundreds of years ago before any of those Sioux Indian terms like inkpata or nawaja or where's my check, it's due today, I'm a little cranky, things like that. You guys didn't even care anyway. You were running along. You weren't fat. No fat Indians. You guys had the low-fat stuff. You had the sacks of corn, down there, just mazola every night, baking hot bread and sticking it on your feet and walking around going, hey, like my loafers? So it didn't make any difference to you guys. Fat was in the dictionary. All of a sudden, the skinny people came along and said, oh, fat is a bad thing. Like I'm supposed to feel tremendously guilty. I can pinch an inch. The Indian can grab a slab. It doesn't matter. We're all created equal. Hot dogs, armor hot dogs. What kind of Indians eat armor hot dogs? Fat bucks, skinny bucks, bucks who climb on rocks, short bucks, sissy bucks, even bucks with chicken pox love hot dogs.
I'm going to overlook those remarks. As you can see, we have a highly intelligent audience here tonight.
Almost too intelligent.
I want to do something
Let's do a real
special
fast one
for these people.
A real fast one, I think. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Whippy, whippy, whippy. Sorry, Steel Sack. Whoa, listen to the Indian. Well, life on the res is kind of laid back. We buy a bunch of wine, put it in a paper sack, drink it right down, then we barf till dawn. Yes, I live on the reservation.
I can make it rain in here.
Oh, no.
I want to tell another Indian story.
No.
Another Indian story. This is about the Indian who was sitting out in front of the store one day, and this rich guy.
Oh.
Rich guy. I mean, he was a huge landowner.
Probably Texan.
Texan, big
Yeah.
Texan guy.
Yeah.
Walks out of the store and he looks at the Indian and he gets in his car and he puts the window down.
Yeah.
He always says, hey, Indian. Indian looks at him, he says, you know how much land I own? Indian didn't say anything. He said, I can start driving right now and I can drive all day long till the sun goes down and I will still not be at the other side of my property.
Whoa.
Indian said, I had a car like that once. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've got to go now. You've been fun. Thank you very much and enjoy the evening. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Now that joke was a real shocker. Right, fellas? We'll be back for more music from Tom T. Hall next on Church Street Station. Back again to sing Ravishing Ruby is Tom T. Hall.
Ravishing Ruby, she's been around for a while. Ravishing Ruby, she was a truck stop child, born in the back of a rig, somewhere near L.A. Ravishing Ruby, you poured a lot of hot coffee in your day. Ravishing Ruby, believe anything you say, just like her daddy said he'd be back someday. And she was just 14, she grew up wild and free, and all the time she's been waiting on him, she's been waiting on you and me. Ravishing Ruby, she sleeps in a bunk out back, her days and nights are filled with dreams of a man named Smiling Jack. Now what's her daddy's name? That's all she ever knew. And Ravishing Ruby ain't got time for guys like me and you. No way. Ravishing Ruby, beautiful young girl now. Ravishing Ruby, she made a solemn vow, waiting on old Smiling Jack, he'll come rolling by. And she wants to see him, she wants to touch him, either way, dead or alive. Ravishing Ruby, she sleeps in a bunk out back, and her days and nights are filled with dreams of a man named Smiling Jack. Now what's her daddy's name? That's all she ever knew. And Ravishing Ruby ain't got time for guys like me and you. Nowhere. Sing a song about my hero. When I was a little boy, about 7 or 8 years old, this man was my hero, and I wrote a song about him, and I sing it everywhere I go. And I want to dedicate it to him and sing it for you folks. I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. They said for the last 2 weeks that he suffered and cried. Oh, it made a big impression on me, although with a barefoot kid. They said he got religion at the end, and I'm glad that he did. You know, Clayton was the best guitar picker in our town. I thought he was a hero, I used to follow Clayton around. Clayton used to tell me, son, you better put that old guitar away. Ain't no money in it, it'll lead you to an early grave. Daddy said he drank a lot, but I could never understand. I knew he used to pick up in Ohio with a 5-piece band. And I often wondered why Clayton, who seemed so good to me, never took his guitar, made it down in Tennessee. Lord, I guess if I'd admit it, Clayton taught me how to drink booze. I can see him half stone picking out the lovesick blues. Lord, when Clayton died, I made him a promise I was gonna carry on somehow. I'd give $100 if he could only see me now. Churchstreetstation. I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died. Nobody ever knew it, but I went out in the woods and I cried. I know there's a lot of big preachers, and they know a lot more than I do. Could be that the good Lord likes a little picking too. also. I remember the year that Clayton Delaney died.
That's Tom T. Hall. This looks like an Indian next to a Williams. Oh, my, that's silly. And I'm sure they don't have one of these in Akron. We'll be right back, I think. Here now to close the show is Tom T. Hall with a priceless piece of his songwriting art, Old Dogs and Children and Watermelon Wine.
How old do you think I am, he said. I said, well, I didn't know. He said, you know, I turned 65 about 11 months ago. And I was sitting in Miami pouring blended whiskey down when this old gray black gentleman was cleaning up the lounge. Well, there wasn't anyone around except this old man and me. The guy who ran the bar was watching Ironsides on TV. And uninvited, he sat down and he opened up his mind on old dogs and children and watermelon. Have you ever had a drink of watermelon wine? He told me all about it, though I didn't answer back. He said there ain't but three things in this world worth the solitary dime, but old dogs and children and watermelon wine. He said, you know, women think about themselves, well, when men folk ain't around. Friends are hard to find when they discover you're down. He said, son, I tried it all when I was young, and in my natural fun, now it's old dogs and children and watermelon wine. He said, you know, old dogs, they care about you, even when you make mistakes. And God bless little children while they're still too young to leave. When he moved away, found my pen and I copied down the line. Found old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Catch a plane up to Atlanta that next day. As I left for my room, I saw him picking up my shoe. And that night I dreamed in peaceful sleep of shady sun. Our old dogs and children and watermelon wine. Hey, we gotta get out of here and go to work. Thank you all so much. We've had a wonderful time. You've been wonderful people. And we'll meet again. Thank you.